Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. O'Connell going straight to the air. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, O'Connell. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Throwing on first down, O'Connell. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
O'Connell looking to throw yet again. This is screen to Abdullah. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they go play action here with O'Connell. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Looking for Michael Mayer on the play. And it's 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their own 26.
Hold on. Check.
They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Lions at 1-6 now. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Value 3, value split.
Goff on 1st down.
And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there. It's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Goff now to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
We're good. Shell.
There's Goff. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Value 3. DC.
gun they'll give to Gibbs.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive and didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Go. Super one.
On 1st and 10, long. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum grab. Go quickly and attack him, because right now they'll probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now it's O'Connell. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So nothing doing there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's O'Connell.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Throwing. O'Connell.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Jack Campbell running him down behind the line.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them. And he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Patterson. Up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And Devontae's going to have a Raiders 1st down as he'll get it down inside the 25.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Jacobs. Shoves him away.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Now they'll shift things around. O'Connell to throw on second down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. On the return, Williams. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the...
Yeah, I got to take that. That's just horrible.
He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good, and it's 21-10.
One thing I hate about CFM, bro. You don't have players rated high enough. They just dumb out in pursuit. You just really got to clean that up.
Here's Carter now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now O'Connell. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
O'Connell on 1st and 10. It gets it right back to Mayer. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Second and 6. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Open man is Myers. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Big-time play on third and short.
Showed a little toughness there, didn't he? Because there's not a single offensive game plan that doesn't involve saying, let's keep running at the corners and see if they'll tackle all game long. He proved that he had the ability and the willingness to get that done.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Sheds off the tackle. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Tiger, Tiger. Super.
Throwing on third. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken at the 46. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On first and 10, it's O'Connell. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And O'Connell now to throw. And his pass is complete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps and soon.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now they'll change things up. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A nice carry by Jacobs, who's coming off a career year, just when it seemed like Vegas may have been ready to move on from him. Led the NFL with over 1,600 yards and was more than deserving of his first All-Pro selection.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. Mayer there to bring it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Jacobs again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. A half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Now a receiver in motion left.
Jacobs. And Jacobs.
Gotta get in here, bro. Come on, man.
Short of first.
We're doing this today.
Gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Zamir White
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown.
Yes, sir.
So every drive
Come on, cancel that running, bro.
a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. It's Williams on the catch. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams.
Let's go.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by
Good on him.
John Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
You teach you how to run.
There he goes,
That's what you want to do.
Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Raiders have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Williams now on the return.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On third down, here's Gibbs.
Shit.
Gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 132 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first down throw. Gone. Finds Gibbs on the check.
What is that dink and dunking going on?
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the...
I mix it up depending on situations. I try to match gap assignments. I always wait till they pick their place. I know exactly what I need to run.
Now second and 11 from the 32. Gibbs straight ahead.
Oops, sorry.
And he'll push forward for a cover.
You ain't running the ball no more, dog. You had your little fun.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Goff.
Oh, you got to jump for that, Peters. You got to jump for that, bro.
Gain of 32 that time.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. A throw right side here going to be incomplete. Boy,
I had to put the ball in the air, bro.
Just not trending in the right direction.
All I can tell you.
He was under 50%.
We're going to sit here and run the whole game.
Again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off.
Yo, that should be a offensive penalty, yo.
Get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Come on, guys. We're stepping
that
up.
wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
Good D.
Throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Patterson's kick is good. And
But keep in mind, I don't have like a superstar roster. I've been winning with guys that are like 70 overall. So I'm trying to get them all real quick before I get to the playoffs. That way they can kind of hold their composure. If not, he just ran out of juice. They got the stamina too low on here, bro. Shit.
There's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Still going. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 154 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Throwing on first down, O'Connell. And that's complete to Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Jacobs going to try the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well.
Touchdown! Davante Adams.
No, I had to get him the ball, right?
And the Raiders could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Pulled it off again, fellas. Hurry up, get these boy ratings up, man, so I don't have to play under pressure like this.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run
got the
up
next
and
few games at home, so should be good.
Williams to return, taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Exactly. I can't see the formation.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Tiger.
Goff now looks to throw.
That boy got another one.
And that should do it. Room here to run. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Yo, later. Oh, he dropped that!
On any pass,
Bro!
anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often.
Oh my God, man! Fuck!
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw here, O'Connell. That's complete into the hands of Myers. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back to throw, O'Connell. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
One.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by
I
about
want
a yard,
points,
if
bro.
that. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
At 4th and 1, I can do this. seal the game.
They'll go for it. O'Connell. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Too worried about Devontae.
First and goal as they try to finish
Losing
off this
focus.
drive with 6 points.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell.
Let's go! Let's go!
Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 96. He joins.
This shit, Aiden. I gotta get Aiden up, bro. Oh, they're gonna challenge that? Are you serious? Oh, we still got it. Good fucking shit. Oh my god.
Touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
I was supposed to blow this man out, man. He's 1-6. I gotta put points on the board.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead.
Gotta get Aiden hot for the next couple of games, man. Down the stretch. It's not easy winning with a backup quarterback. Won all Madden in CFM. I'll tell you that. It's just tough.
On the return,
You're going to have some bad passes. There's going to be some growing pains. I think I had that already in that Patriot game, but I think he got everything where he needs to be now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
I'm just going to call timeout and pad stats now.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
I want 50.
The Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hold on. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
You got him!
Off is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
If I don't get this throw,
Defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
First down throw, O'Connell.
He finds his man, complete. It's Myers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Look.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's O'Connell.
Just take the situation for 22-20. Good game.
Short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this
Had to
ball
stat
game.
pass and took 3 points to get. Look at that, boy. That pass defense right there showed out that game. Aiden came in with another big game.
And Brandon, I think it's
Needed that 22 of 29, but I ain't scared to throw that bitch.
meant for the big stage. And
Not
when they get a chance
scared.
to play in this type of atmosphere,
Had to show him who was the real runner, bro. He did all that the first half. I was like, okay, let me put Jacobs in there. You would have played that game. Anything you can do, I can do better. That's pretty much the way I look at it. Got Adams, the ball, Kobe Mayer, Michael Mayer's out here doing the thing. Didn't really distribute the ball like I wanted to. Got Tucker one for 22, but really couldn't do exactly what I wanted to do. Defense really the credit here. Got high. See, a lot of things, the only thing I don't like about is I split my sacks. Like, my numbers would be higher for my individuals, but a lot of my sacks are pocket collapsing, two guys hitting the quarterback. You know, it's like side swipe, one guy come high, other guy go low, just abusing the quarterback. But we'll be all right. We still lead the league in sacks. Did what we had to do, man. I'm sorry. I had to make it look ugly, but starting off, we was like starting off slow, fellas. You know how CFMs be. You get behind and you're like, man, you got to play through the momentum. That's just tough. But we pulled it off, man. We got the dub. Let's kind of look at some of these highlights if there's any worth showing. Got him with the crosser. I always want to just try to keep those smoke screens down and just kind of hold those flat defenders from pushing upfield so I can get those crossers off if I need them. We get a lot of side swipe, two men to the ball, sacks. I don't know how he got inside on that one. Peters need to tighten up, and that's two passes he allowed that we can't have. So just be paying attention to stuff. I wanted to use him more than that, but hey, it is what it is. Can't get them all the time. This was a BS interception. Wish I could have that one back. I didn't think that him being in man, I thought he would have got rubbed off. So usually if I see man, you know, I'm thinking Devontae is going to get better position than that. He didn't get the position he should have had. It was just a bad throw. You know, like I said, rookie quarterback, low overall. He's not going to put that shit on the bread butter early. I tried to play cover 3 here, and if you don't stop the run early and shoot that gap, they're going to just get the double teams off the line and then kick up to the second level. I couldn't get my sheds. Fucking Chandler gave up on his guy, and then the safeties. That's the thing I'm talking about when your safeties are low. Like, I like pull him out in terms of size, but his overall is still rather low. He took a bad angle right there. It's like I said, stuff like that is I gotta clean that up and fix it. Especially, like I said, if I'm playing with low overalls at certain positions. That's what I like when they play press man. If you don't line up correctly, and I can tell you right now that nickel formation is not going to match up with this very well. Because if you don't match up correctly, what's going to happen? I want you to pay attention to this switch concept. If you play man and you don't line up correctly, your two guys are inside and my two guys are outside, watch what happens. We're going to create a rub route. Works against man coverage all the time. Look at the separation we already got. You do not play man coverage against me because I will start taking advantage of that shit right there. Cross your defenders just like that. Nice route concept. Easy for me to kind of pick that end apart. Now I do have a one-on-one if he doesn't play over the top right there. It's just something to kind of key in on. So if he plays over the top, that leaves this area of the field right here wide open. So we looking at that because you playing over the top, we get a nice pass across the middle of the field based off that separation. Like, man, coverage ain't it if you don't match personnel. I'm telling you. Can't sit there and run it the whole time. See, when I run man, notice everyone's lined up, all right? You're really going to have to be on your P's and Q's because if you just run verticals at man, no one's going to get separation before I send pressure. You know, I'm sending heat from both sides. You sending 5 routes, that's a double-edged blitz. Okay? Both guys come in the bag, just size. Start started using Zamir White a little bit towards the end zone. That's actually a low-key good-ass goal line run. Merrick balled out for me in this game, bro. Anytime you turn that match on that deep half, bro, I just feel like he plays so much more. Like, he's not just going to play one spot on the field. He's going to play wherever the ball goes. When you turn match on, as soon as the ball is thrown, watch how the safety automatically bails to the throw. He's already on it while this dude's, before he even presses the button. Like, see right there, he already pressed the button. See, the safety's already taken off to the target. That's just some stuff that y'all might want to key in on when you turn match coverage on it. Because those deep halves can be pretty deadly in match coverage. See, the first time I tried to run this, he came through that gap because I don't know if it was the defensive end or the linebacker. It's like the first time I tried to run this to get me for a loss, but I came back and I ID'd him. You see right there, there's no room. We sealed the block off. We forced the center to pick up the right block, so we got everybody crashing left behind us. Let the guard go in front. We got a zone split concept with the receiver. We pull his man out of the assignment. The key thing is when we hike the ball, if he's in man coverage, again, I try to tell you guys, don't play man coverage versus bunch sets, all right? Because if people use motions, you're going to lose your gap integrity, all right? So now you no longer have anything out here, and I'm using 2 tight ends. I like to use 2 tight ends when I do this. You know, I will pass to them too. I don't get it twisted. But when I see you in man coverage with that motion tail, I create my own zone split off this halfback base, and we isolate. Nice little ISO trap right there. Get up the field. So that's why I said don't use man coverage versus bunch sets. I'd rather give you little 5-yard, 4 and 5 yard runs playing zone than you running it and taking it to the house versus man. You know, there's sometimes you can't play man, but you got to blitz those gaps that they run through. You can't just be dialing up any type of blitz. See, a lot of the stuff I was doing was I'd spread that line out and just play cover 2. Keep everything short because he wasn't throwing it. He was not threatening me deep. He has all those speed receivers. I was not threatened deep. I was playing with match on. We got the jam on Winston Williams over there on the left, so I'm not worried about that. All I'm worried about is what's going to cross. That's the only thing I have to worry about. Match is going to play everything else. Peters just did a bad job getting to the break on this. I felt like he could have jumped that. Like, I felt like I got screwed right there. Like, he didn't even give me a jump animation. There's no way I don't get that. You know? But it is what it is. I think I played the right defense for it. Again, we kind of go back to the man coverage. All right? Certain things you can run man on, and when they spread out like this, you can't. You know, because you're going to have to man up those slots. You know, slot defenders, they have to play man. You're not going to put zone if they got 4 or 5 receivers out there. Because if you put them in a flat zone, that slot receiver might be going vertical. And what you going to do, especially if you need to play low. So that's just something that I kind of key in on. And I just man him up and then just rely on the pressure to force him to throw it before he's ready. Another thing is when you send a blitz, you don't blitz all your linebackers. All right, obviously, right? The key thing is when you're setting this up, your linebacker in man coverage has to be aligned with the running back. You can't have the linebacker over here that I'm using in this guard. He can't be the one manned up on the running back. That's a misalignment. Because if he runs a wheel route, you're going to have to run across your blockers to catch up with him. He's probably going to be gone at that point. So you always want to make sure when I say alignment, if you're playing man, you need to be manned up with the guy in front of you, regardless where you're at on the field. All right. So right here, my user's manned up on the running back, and I'm just basically sitting there waiting for him to come out of the backfield. If he doesn't, I play bracket coverage. All right. So basically, what we're going to get right here, he's got a 6-man protection. We're going to force him to throw it before anything really opens up, and I think he just kind of forced this. because he had a wheel route coming off the backside. That should have been offensive PI, but in spite of him doing that, that actually helped me. Because if I didn't get rubbed like that, my safety would have bit down. But he pushes me back 5 yards doing that shit. And it basically put me in position to make the play on that. So, sometimes when you run your rub routes, you have to be careful how you run them. You know? Like, it was a good concept, but because I aligned correctly, it made it difficult for him to, basically take advantage of what I was in. Just stuff to kind of key in on. There's a couple of these things I just wanted to kind of hit them with quick passes. This was the laser. Try to use that technique by motioning that extra tight end to the weak side so that I do have the plexed ability to run the ball if necessary, because I got 3 guys on the right, 3 guys on the left, and I'm able to follow my fullback. So I'm going to have the advantage whichever side I choose to run to. But the thing with this is I put that tight end in a flat to clear out. All right? That clear out was just enough for my guy to go off the back end of the end zone, and that's just a fucking laser, bro. That rookie quarterback put that bitch in there too. I probably would have I probably could have hit that tight end right there, but it's when I hit the play action, the first thing I seen out the corner of my eye was Devontae. He didn't have nobody. I guess, I don't know where his user was. His user over here on the right, worried about the run. Because I think I hit him with it on the previous play, but he bit for it. We fire that bitch in there, just threading needles out here. Showcase. Go back to it. All right. Any bunch set, bro, you play a cover 2 sync with match on. Who cares what they run? They're not going to beat you for one-play touchdowns. All you have to do is watch anything and remember your man everywhere he goes unless something crosses. That's all you have to understand when you're playing match coverage as a bird hook underneath. Your man everywhere he goes unless there's a crosser. All right? So right here, I know I see 87 crossing. I'm going to pass him off. If you check, notice how the corner on the other side bites down. Now, I did get the sack, but I just wanted to kind of show you that corner got my back with match on. He's going to play that flat if it goes any further. All right? So that's just something that you want to key in on. My thing was I take that read away so he doesn't pass it. And then we get the pressure. Merrick just had another field day. Two-pick game for him. In match coverage again, bro. He's just balling out for me. Both my safeties be getting picks every game. And I love how my blitz comes through, bro. I can send pressure out of this shit. You just don't know when it's coming. Even with a 4-man rush. Boy, Merrick. Merrick did it then. But that's going to be the game right there, fellas. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And we'll see you when we advance again, all right?